Okay, so we're gonna go top right, we're gonna hit that create where the plus icon is, and then we're gonna go over to upload video. If you get there and you can't do this bit, go back to part 1, follow those steps, then come back here and you'll be good to move forward. So we're gonna hit select file, and then it's gonna bring up a upload window on your machine, then dig around, find where your video is, and select that file, and then it's gonna start to upload. Gives you a nice little animation. Okay, here we go. So now we can start working on our details. So the first window is the title. It's grabbed that from my file name. So you'll see on the right hand side underneath where it says uploading video, you can see it's got the video link and then it says the file name. So it's grabbed that and put that as the default title. You'll see the percentages at the bottom are just ticking over. So now we've got our description. Let me know in the comments if you want me to cover that in detail. So I've just tidied up my description. And then the next thing we want to do, I've put my timestamps in. I don't even know if they're going to get recognized at this point, but I want to have them in there. Now I want to upload my own thumbnail. So it will auto-generate one for you by grabbing a frame from the video, but it's kind of hit and miss whether it gets a good one, and you're better off creating your own custom made one. It's going to make your video more clickable, stop the scroll, that kind of thing. Again, titles and thumbnails, huge, comes under the heading of packaging, but that's a whole area in itself. I'll definitely be making a video on that. So we're going to hit upload, and now it's giving us another hoop to jump through. So we got to go through this verification process. There we go, got the green tick, happy days. I'm just gonna keep moving, I'll come back to that in a moment. This is your playlist section. We don't have any playlists set up yet, so we'll just move on from that. Then we're gonna click the show more button. So here we go, we're gonna tick not for kids. So we're gonna keep moving. Don't have any paid stuff. We didn't do anything with AI, or I didn't do anything with AI in this video. Again, all of these settings, it depends on what you're doing with your videos. You gotta do the settings that are appropriate for you. So I hit no, keep on scrolling down. There's a collaborator section here. So if you want to invite a collaborator, you can press on that. That's a whole nother video in itself. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make a video about that. Got auto chapters, a lot of auto stuff. I just leave these things turned on at the moment. So tags, again, a whole nother massive area. I'm gonna copy some over. Some people leave this blank. I think giving the algorithm every bit of help you can. You can talk to your favorite AI or find a page that generates them for you and just drop them in. I wouldn't worry about it too much, or you can just leave it blank. So we're gonna select our language stuff. Again, some people leave these blank, but it's entirely up to you. And I tend to think, you know what, if I can just give a little answer that's gonna help YouTube, help the algorithm, I'm just gonna select what's appropriate. Okay, this is a pretty important one here. So you pretty much, again, depends on your situation, but for most people, you want to pick the first option as long as it's true. And in my case, it is, so that's the one I go for. Then you got your recording date and location and stuff. You can put this in or not put it in. Another important one is your license stuff. Again, depends on your own situation, but most people want that standard YouTube license. But that's a whole nother area in itself, so that would require a whole video to discuss that, but most people go for the standard one. Then here, this is to allow embedding and or publishing to your subscribers. Two different things. Basically, allowing embedding means that people can embed your video in their web page, that kind of thing. Pros and cons to it. In the beginning, it probably helps you get discovered. So arguments for and against. And for me, I think, if it's going to help me get discovered, why not? Then the publishing side of things to the subscribers, I would have this ticked on. With my No Vice Writer channel, I pretty much tick this every time for a new video, unless I do like a re-edit of something, and I don't want to push that out to my subscribers because they've already seen the original one, and the re-edit is not going to bring them much value potentially. Or if I'm doing like a short, or if I'm gonna do something completely wacky, and instead of doing motovlogging about motorbikes, I decided, I don't know, I wanted to show me baking a pie or something, I'd definitely untick this because then it wouldn't send it to my subscribers. But a good rule of thumb with YouTube is you got to pick your niche and stick to it. So normally you just have this ticked, but again, entirely up to you. You can have play around with it. You can decide upload by upload because you do have to go through these settings each time. You can set some of them on the back end. Let's keep rolling. So again, remixing, allow, don't allow, that kind of thing. If you're concerned about your content and you want to retain your rights to that or whatever, yeah, say don't allow remixing. You know, I didn't allow embedding or remixing in the beginning, and then I just mellowed out about it, and now I just allow. Category, this one is important. You got to pick what's suitable for you. So yeah, I'm going to pick mine. There's all these different categories, but you got to try and find the one that best suits you. So I'm going to pick how to and style. Again, you can pick different ones for different videos, but you want to try and keep it roughly consistent across your channel, but you can try different ones out if you really want to. But yeah, you want to try and pick the one that's closest to what you're doing. Not always easy, but yeah, just try and get it as close as you can. And then here down the bottom, we just got stuff to do with comments. Pretty much as is cool by me. But yeah, again, if you want to do something different, go for it. Okay, so hit next. And it just brings you on to some extra options with your video stuff. So we've got subtitles. You don't really need to do that these days. You can if you want, but YouTube does a pretty good job of auto-generating those. End screens, like in the beginning, the brutal reality of it is that not many people are going to be getting to the end of your videos. So I wouldn't stress too much about the end screens, but they are important. And you might as well do them, so that if someone does get there, you can try to get them to watch another one of your videos. Why not? And then the bottom one is cards. That's just when top right of the screen, you can just suggest another video. Again, I don't know how much impact this really has. I hit next, and it's still chomping through. You can see down the bottom, we're at 53%, so it's still doing its thing. Okay, so we're back. It has finished uploading. It's now just moved on to the processing. So it's just checking it for stuff, copyright issues, guideline issues, that kind of stuff. So it's 11% of the way through that. This will depend on your file format, file size, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we are all done. Checks have finished. Got a green tick. There's no issues. We're all good, so we can hit next. Okay, now we've got our choices of private, unlisted, or public. The guidelines at the moment, or their tip, is to set it to private, just so you don't pick up a strike, or if you do, it's not unlisted or public. I would just say have it as unlisted for the moment. So we're going to hit save, and then when you're ready, you can set it to public, or you can schedule it to go live at a date in the future. This just gives you your information on your video, that kind of stuff. I don't tend to worry about this too much, so I just hit close. You can hit on that little pencil icon. That brings you back to our video details. And yeah, that's where you can tweak away to your heart's content. And we can come back now, just quickly look at our settings, check that we're happy with everything. You could change your tags, add your tags, change some of the language settings. You can do all your stuff in here. Just bear in mind that once a video is published, some of the settings can't be changed. So like the publish to subscription feed, basically the one about letting your subscribers know once it's been published, you can't change that. But we're just going to hit save. And I think now we should do our thumbnail. So basically you can see that it's grabbed a frame from the video, top left, but we want to do our own thumbnail because we really want to work on that packaging. So title and thumbnail, we're always thinking about title and thumbnail, super important. If those suck, chance of people clicking on your videos are slim to none. You can see where it says thumbnail, just going to press on the upload file button and then go find the file on the computer. If it's not a viable file format, it won't let you select it. JPEG's probably a good one to go with because it's not as big as some of the other formats, and YouTube seems to be happy with JPEG, so I tend to do those. And there we go. You can see that my custom thumbnail is uploaded. It's now previewed, hit save, and now it's loaded in, and happy days. That is our custom thumbnail ready to go. So we've uploaded our video. Now we would just check that it uploaded okay, and then we're ready to either hit public, or we can set a scheduled upload time, which is what I tend to do. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments. I'm going to be working on part 3 in the near future, so if it's not up yet by the time you're watching this video, hit subscribe so you don't miss it when it drops. In the meantime, I'm going to give you your 2 options. So you got the red pill on the left for your no vice creator stuff, and your blue pill on the right for your no vice writer stuff. Hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one.